Welcome to Fair Game. I'm Kristine Leahy. My guest today spent 6 seasons playing defensive tackle in the NFL. Now he's a rapper and a wrestler. AJ Francis, great to meet you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So we'll get to the wrestling stuff and the NFL stuff in a second.
Okay.
But for me, one of my dreams is to have my name in a rap song.
Okay.
I still haven't gotten to do that. I've been in a rap video. There's a song about me.
I can dig it.
But you could maybe freestyle later and put my name in the rap song?
Absolutely. That won't take much at all.
Really?
I already know what I'm going to say.
Oh, wow. Well, don't give it away. But
I'm not.
I mean, Kristine can rap with certain, or rhyme with certain things, right?
Yeah, it rhymes with a lot. It can build up.
Give me like one thing it rhymes with.
This chick's mean.
This chick's, but like mean is a good
mean
thing,
as
right?
in like same way bad is good.
So here's a quick story. My dad got an Instagram account. I told him, please don't, like you don't want to see what's going on. And so he gets on Instagram and he reads all my comments and he's like, Kristine, why does everyone think you're bad? I'm like, no, it's a good thing, Dad.
I'm bad,
it's
but
good
that's
that
like
I'm bad.
Great. Yeah, nah.
Okay, and then also I want to get to this. So while you were playing in the NFL,
Yes.
you also were driving for a like a car service.
Yeah.
During this time.
That's true.
What made you decide to do this?
Well, before I got to the NFL, I was dead broke.
Okay.
So when I first got in the NFL, even though I made some money my rookie year, I was still low-key dead broke.
All right.
So after my second year in the league, I was like, well, I could spend all the money that I've saved because I had a workout bonus with the Dolphins.
Oh.
And the way the workout bonuses work is you get a big check at the end of the summer, like right before training camp, but you don't get paid at all during OTAs because you got to make 95% of the days in order to get that check.
Oof.
Right? So I wasn't getting paid, and I was like, I could just blow all the money that I've saved over the last year and a half for these next 6 months until I get this big check. Or, since we're done at noon every day during OTAs anyway, I could drive Uber.
Huh.
And it ended up becoming a big national story that I had no idea would happen.
Yes. So your teammates were not happy with you.
Some of them were mad. Like
Why?
You know, people be hating. You know how the world works.
You're like, well, give me some of your money
Yeah,
then.
so exactly. Like I was always taught that if you can get it, go get it, and that's how I always been.
Why were they mad at you?
Players be hating. You know how it is.
They're just hating on you.
They be mad.
Okay, so you're the perfect person to ask this question because it's a hot topic right now.
Right.
Do you or do you not talk in the car when you are the driver?
I talk if people talk to me.
Okay.
I prefer to just drive in silence because I don't really know that person like that.
Right.
But for the most part, people like to talk when they're in the car.
Not me.
Well, not me neither. I'll be on my phone trying to make sure I don't.
Yeah.
Because usually when I'm in the car, people see me and I'm a giant and they're like, oh, what do you do?
Right.
And I'm like, oh,
Start
yeah,
digging.
exactly.
Yeah. For me, they start asking me all these kinds of questions. I'm like, you want to know all that and you know my home address? Absolutely not. I am not talking to you right now.
I can see that.
What's the weirdest thing that ever happened in your car?
There was a lady that covered her face with a newspaper the whole time, like an old 20s cartoon, and she was just like this, like she didn't want me to see her. And I was
Really?
like, I've already seen your picture in the app. I'm confused by
Wait,
your
there's
actions.
pictures in the app?
Yeah, when it comes up,
No.
it shows like a little
There's a
icon.
picture of me in there?
Yeah, it's just like a little, unless you didn't put it in.
Oh man, I'm gonna put a cartoon picture in there.
You could.
I don't want a picture of me. So your NFL career was a bit of a roller coaster, up and down for you. Was there ever a moment when you're like, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore?
Yeah, plenty of times. I mean, and that's common in the NFL. I mean, I feel like I'm not the only person that's
No.
felt this way. I mean, one of my very good friends is Brent Grimes. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler. But me and him have had conversations about how when we knew we should have been playing and we weren't, and we were like, man, this is stupid. Like, I can go and have a regular job and not be annoyed every day I come to work because I'm not getting the credit that I think that I deserve. You know, and there's a lot of guys in the NFL. Every single team in the NFL has at least 1 or 2 guys on it that should be playing and isn't because of a contract problem with the
Yeah.
guy in front of them, or the other guy was drafted, so they're giving the drafted player more leeway than they would give anyone else. I mean, I've watched game tapes plenty of time where rookies are getting destroyed the entire game, but they were drafted in the 2nd round, 3rd round. They're not gonna pull them out.
So did that happen to you?
Yeah, that happened to me a lot. That's happened to me. That happens on every team every single year.
Really? That's gotta be really frustrating to know that you're playing, you're doing the best you can, you should be playing, but for what?
Exactly.
Right?
And then you put all your effort into something for an entire year just for at the end of the preseason for them to be like, yeah, you did a great job, but we're just going to stick with the guy that we didn't want to admit that we made a mistake paying him $20 million. It's just how the world
and then
works.
that hurts you.
Yeah.
But didn't you say that there was like a silver lining to being cut?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to prove yourself every day. You wake up every morning knowing that today could be your last day. So
Yeah.
you got that fire in you. And now that I'm out the NFL, people are like, how can you be in the studio making music all day and then go to the gym at night and then wake up in the morning, go to the wrestling gym just to go back into the studio and do that for days on end? I'm like, because I'm used to having to prove myself. Like, if you got to get out the mud wherever you from. And to me, if you're not proving yourself, then you're falling behind.
Okay, your time with the Redskins.
Yes.
You tweeted something, and you're well known for your
Yes.
Twitter account. You said, when the team you were on didn't appreciate you, but the team you played against actually pays attention to the film.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
Well, I will say this directly into the camera. When I say this on my album Free Agent 2 that comes out October 4th, the last game I played with the Redskins, I had 6 tackles in that game as a nose guard, okay? But they released me 2 months later. Why? Because it's a business. They want to do what they want to do, you know? So to me, when I felt like I earned my spot, and after years of not getting the respect that I deserved in the NFL, I felt like, and a lot of people felt like, when I got cut from the Tampa Bay Bucs, the first person to reach out to me and tell me that it was terrible that they did that decision was Gerald McCoy. I think he knows football pretty well. So like, when I was there and they released me, it bothered me because I knew I didn't deserve that. I knew that I earned my spot on that team. So when that happened, I expressed my frustration, and people got mad, but I don't really care what people think about me.
You didn't care what they said, because they did say things.
Yeah, and people going to continue to talk till they blue in the face, but I'm trying to get blue faces.
So it sounds like to me, how would you categorize like your last couple years in the NFL? Like, were you just done with it, or do you look back at it and you're mad?
I mean, I'm grateful that I got to play that last season with DC. I'm very upset at how it ended, but I got to play in big primetime games and I balled out, and I showed that I deserved to be in the NFL.
Yeah.
But honestly, that last preseason with the Giants, I truly wish that I did not play football and that I had already started my wrestling training, because I feel like if I would have started my wrestling training 6 months earlier, and instead of being 6 months into it now, and I was a year into it now, that I'd already be at WWE.
So why did you go back and play more?
Because I wanted the money.
Yeah.
And I wanted to I wanted to prove to the Redskins that they made a mistake. That's why I told my agent to take me. I told him, first thing I said when I got released from the Redskins, I was like, first 3 teams you need to reach out to are the Giants, the Eagles, and the Cowboys. I was like, I don't care. And then 1 day later, the Giants offered me a contract.
Now, is this because you hold grudges?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I hold grudges.
Grudges are a good thing for you?
Not always. I hold grudges against certain people that deserve it.
Oh.
I think Bruce Allen deserves it. And so I hold a grudge against him.
Why does he deserve it?
Because I was there for 2 years. He never talked to me once.
Never talked to you?
He didn't say a word to me once, other than when I'm walking by him on the bus, he shakes his head, hey, never. I mean, he was the president of the team.
Why do you think that is?
Because I wasn't important to him. I was just another number on the sheet. And then that's how a lot of guys in the NFL are. Not just me. There's a lot of guys that are undrafted free agents or like guys that have bounced around the league, journeymen, as people like to say,
Right.
that they don't get the respect that they deserve because they're just seen as a gap filler. They're just seen as somebody who's here for now, will be gone tomorrow.
Could it also be, too, that the coach doesn't want to face the guy that he knows he's probably going to cut?
Well, it's not the coach. Well, the coaches, I was real cool with the coaches.
Sometimes they're GMs, too.
Yeah, but
or they'll have a say.
Yeah, but like Jim Tomsula was real cool with me. Jim Tomsula was the D-line coach of the Redskins. He pulled me into the office when they released me and said that I should be the starting nose guard, but they released me.
I bet it could go a long way, because you're right. There's a lot of guys on an NFL roster.
Yeah.
It would go a long way if the coach of the team paid attention to the guys right at the bottom, kind of give them some extra motivation.
Yeah, and you know what team does that? The Patriots, and that's why they're in the Super Bowl every year.
So you're telling me Bill Belichick talks to everybody?
Everybody. When I was on the Patriots my rookie year, I didn't play for them. I was on the team for 3 months. I was on the practice squad most of the time.
Yeah.
I didn't play for them. But me and Bill were cool. The whole time they were there, we would talk. Bill would give young guys and undrafted guys and guys off the street a chance to make a difference, because he didn't care if you were drafted in the second round.
Sure.
He wants to win the game. And if you're the best option to put us in the right position to win, he's going to play you. And that's why they're always in the Super Bowl. That's why they can go to the Super Bowl with guys that other teams release. Because he knows how to get the best out of everything that he sees.
Check out our YouTube channel, Fair Game on FS1, to catch all the best highlights of our show. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode.